Hey everybody, Motorpool at 59 here. We have to stop apologizing to the left. We have to stop apologizing to people who are offended by the opinions of others and the views of others. We have to stop apologizing for that. I will never, ever apologize for my opinions or my views or my stands on anything. I will not. I won't back down. I'm never, ever, ever set off to be offensive to anyone. Whatever people want to do, go do it. Just leave me out of it. If I don't agree with what you're doing, that's fine. Just leave me out of it. I don't force myself on anybody else, and I don't like it when people force themselves on me. And if I say something to someone that offends them, tough shit. There's nothing in the Constitution that says you have the right to not be offended. There's nothing in the Constitution that says I have the right to not be offended. If you say something that's offensive to me, that's my problem. It's not your problem. It's nobody else's problem. It's not the public's problem. It's my problem. And the same thing goes for people to whom I may say something that offends them. And just because you're offended by something or someone is offended by something doesn't necessarily mean that it's offensive. It just offends them. There are plenty of things out there that offend me, and I have to listen to it all the time. And I see it, I hear it, it offends me, but I don't tell them they can't do that or say that or act this way or act that way. Hey man, as long as no kids or animals are getting hurt, whatever, go on, do what you want to do. Just leave me out of it. And if I say something that you find offensive, I'm not going to apologize for saying it. I've always said, because I have a really bad temper, but I believe that words mean things, and for that reason, I don't call people names when I get mad. I just yell and scream and jump up and down, do cartwheels, whatever I do. And I've always said that I may have to apologize for the way I said something, but I will never have to apologize for what I said, because if I say it, I mean it. And that goes for everybody. I don't care. I listen to the most lame excuse I've ever heard in the world for people who start calling people names and do that, whether it's a couple or just people across the aisle or whatever. Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean, it's not what I meant. I was just mad. Bullshit. If you say something, you mean it at some level. And if somebody says something to me, they mean it at some level. If somebody tells me they hate me, I take that at face value, because if they can say that, there's a place inside them that means that. And I stop concerning myself with what that person thinks of me at that time. That's just the way I am. There's a bodybuilder, influencer, millions of YouTube and Instagram followers and whatnot. I'd never heard of him until 2 days ago when I heard about this incident. But he posted something about Hulk Hogan being an inspiration to him. And he got attacked by the left because the left don't like Hulk Hogan. They don't like Hulk Hogan primarily because he's a conservative, or he was a conservative, the late Hulk Hogan. And I don't know. I've heard people talk about what a douche he was and things he'd done. I don't know. I never followed wrestling. I didn't follow Hulk Hogan. I didn't care one iota about him. I actually kind of thought he was kind of a goofball. But again, that's his deal, not mine. And but anyway, this Joey Swoll was attacked by the left, calling him they called him a racist and all the names that the left and all the woke people tend to call people whenever they get mad and feel offended by something. And that's what they did to him. And so he went and did the worst thing in the world where the cancel culture is concerned, and that is apologize. You don't apologize to people like that. That's like getting into a fight with somebody and then apologizing for kicking their ass. You just don't do it. It's not necessary, for one thing, because they're not going to believe you. So he issues this big apology, and they attacked him even harder, to the point where he evidently said he's leaving the social media, all platforms. He's not going to do any of this anymore. That's crazy. You can't let these people drive you out of business. You can't let these people affect you in that manner. Go on your, don't quit, dude. I don't know anything about him, but don't quit. Go back on there and tell them all to screw themselves, because they're not going to like it anymore. That's what I always think about when political candidates start trying to suck up to somebody. If you're a conservative, don't suck up to the people. Don't try to be moderate. They're going to vote for you anyway. Speak your mind. Be a Donald Trump. And you're going to piss people off, but they're not going to vote for you anyway, so who cares? Same thing with the social platform. These social media platforms, these people weren't watching you anyway. They just saw that. A couple of people said something, and you know how that spreads out to the masses. And it's probably an extremely small percentage of people that even knew who this guy was that said something about that. I hope he changes his mind. Again, I don't know anything about him. I understand he's a real nice guy. He's done a lot of charitable stuff, and we've seen people that were fans of his and subscribers and that were injured or ill in the hospital. He sounds like he does good stuff, and that shouldn't stop because people were offended by something he said. He needs to go tell him to kiss his butt and let him be mad. They're gonna be mad at you anyway, dude. And if you're one of those people who thinks you have, it feels like you need to apologize to people who are offended by something you said, don't ever do it. Never do it. As I said, I don't set out to offend people, but if I do, I do. And that's on them. What do you think? How do you feel about that? Let me know in the comments below. And I will see you all later.